Hello everybody, Max's Musings here for the first time in forever on this channel, actually making a scripted video. Sorry for the wait, but I had school, lack of motivation, depression, the huge. Just a bunch of stuff that was getting in the way of me making a video. But finally, I'm bringing to you Implanted. So to start us off, me and my buddy were browsing the dollar store when I saw this movie sitting in a bin. I figured, hey, what's the worst that could happen? Apparently, a lot. You should be really scared. Like, you should be terrified of what's going to happen. Okay, so I'll give this summary in as brief a way as I can. This is going to be terrible because it's literally just a giant paragraph that I'm reading from the script here. So, this is what it is. Basically, a kid is in the hospital with his memories only in pieces. He gets home and is uncomfortable with calling his dad Dad. Then his sister's boyfriend leaves for the army. His sister won't tell him who's in the picture and forces him to deal with Mom. Mom is crazy for some reason. Then he proceeds to find a picture of his dead brother. Ethan thinks his father is hiding stuff. That's the main character, by the way. He looks through the pictures and his dad tells him not to come back. He keeps seeing this girl on the train, and she is in a picture, and he follows her. His sister wants him to tell the truth. He talks to a woman named Camille, who is the mystery woman, by the way. And they look through a book of images. It is about his brother Adam, who died. Supposedly, this is why he ended up in the hospital. When he goes to the hospital to see his dad for answers about his brother, he needs to take a breath, apparently. His brother killed himself, according to his dad. His dad threatens that the world will be gone soon, since his former employee is filing for a lawsuit because movie. Ethan goes to his room and wants to go since his reason is being kept in the dark. He isn't taking his medicine because he's an idiot. Then Ethan is still removed from the scene with the pictures. After Adam kills himself, Ethan's brain hemorrhages, rupture, his memories don't work. Oh no. Neurosurgeon removes memories of Ethan, so Ethan not die. Fate, free will with girl, predetermination, mirrors not real, Matrix, this is fascinating. How could this happen? We can't leave the lab because locking mechanism. He is on stair now. Stair moves. Horror movie. Whoopee. Then, oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, so, like, what happened in this movie? No, really. Like, me reading that from the script is. I don't understand the plot of this movie. Like, the ending is really weird. Like, this is the ending.
I don't have any! I don't have any! I don't have any!
Okay, so this movie fails, like, obviously, like, really badly. When trying to do research for it, like, no one has done a review on it, at least not on YouTube. Like, the only thing on there is the trailer. So maybe I'll be the first one. Anyway, what it succeeds at is that the story is actually really compelling. I really like the idea. But with the filler plot lines and weird stuff, there's just, like, no point. Like, it makes no sense. I completely took out the subplot where their mother is just not there. I did talk about it a little bit. I took out a subplot with this army guy. He's in 2 scenes for, like, no reason. The only interesting part of the movie is what I told you about in that plot line. Anyway, the most interesting part of the movie is the ending. Like how the movie starts with the ending. Basically, it ends with him in the chair, and that's also how it began. And I thought that was really cool. The time is wrong in his mind, and it sets up like an experience for the viewer that, like, actually makes you feel like you're in the movie. You're him, which I thought that was mildly amusing. Time for subplots. Okay, so he has this girlfriend thing, which I'm going to call Figment, because she says that she's a figment of his imagination. Basically, she's on the train and he stalks her and she hates him, but then he hates her and they get together because that's how love works. Um, okay, and she's not real. She is a figment of his imagination. It's alluded to several times in the story. Um, but when they make out and stuff in the movie, and it just feels like really forced and fake, and it's just awful.
I love you.
Like just look at this. Then there's like the mom subplot. Her mom is an alcoholic, and she is in like 4 scenes.
I don't have any!
There's a military dude that's like his sister's boyfriend, and he's only in like 1.5 scenes. I will play them in their entirety. You'll see how useless they are.
You know you're my best friend, right? I gotta go.
Okay.
There are something like 7 settings in the entire movie. Dad's house, mom's house, the train, the hospital slash lab, the suing doctor's house, the party place, and the beach. I swear that is about it. They may spend a few minutes in other spots, but that is really about it. When you spend most of your movie in a few spots, it can work, like in Star Wars movies. But this just makes them seem so boring. Like they have no decoration, there's no color in these clips. Like, oh my gosh. It's not hard to put killer in your film. Like you can do it. Like I can do it, like artificially with my editing software, and it's free. And some of you in the audience will say, Max, that's the point. It's supposed to be dark, you idiot. Okay, but then the darker tones should look interesting, not just dark or dimly lit. Because I mean, it just looks like they can't pay their electric bill. It's just awful. The characters like really hurt this film. Ethan is so boring, and he gets pissed like a little bitch because he doesn't have answers. Or his sister is a goth stereotype. Okay. His mother has no character. She's just filler. She's barely in the movie, and yeah, just filler. His dad is just. At least he has a character though. But he's trying to hide when being transparent would have just solved the problem. Like he would have actually trusted you if you were just transparent. I don't get it. The only character who kind of works is this guy, who actually is kind of cool. Um,
And what's happening to me? Why am I seeing what I'm seeing?
What'd you think that was?
I don't know.
It's a microcomputer. A silicone hippocampus chip. We all have memories which we would prefer to forget. Your father never told you what he was doing because he wasn't sure that it would work. To be honest, Ethan, you were in no condition to argue with him. The next thing you knew, you awoke in a hospital, unaware of any of this. Ethan, ever since your surgery, you've been combining your past and your present to create your own happiness. Your condition, Ethan, causes you to think your dreams are real life.
he actually has a personality, something I love to see. He's basically Morpheus from The Matrix with his long-winded speeches. But at least something I can enjoy. This hellhole of a movie is just insane. I would not recommend it. It is straight up awful. But hey, it's mildly amusing. Personally, I would say that at least the scenes with just Ethan and the doctors provide an experience that is mildly amusing and entertaining. But they added so much filler to pad out the runtime. Like the Figment subplot, the mom subplot, the subplot with the military dude that's barely in the film, are scenes that are entirely insufferable because nothing happens. It's there to pad out the runtime because it can't be a feature unless it's 80 minutes or something. This film has an 88-minute running time and it's almost entirely torture. My rating for it is a negative 2 out of 10. A negative is not worse than a 0 out of 10, but ironic enjoyment I get out of the film. I thought some scenes, the say something scene, were funny because the actors overact and it's overall just funny. I really think it's awesome and hilarious. I would avoid it unless you're a masochist like me.
I